Morning, Jack, we hear you.
Okay,
We can't see you, but we can hear you.
that's okay.
Okay, we'll start the meeting with the public hearing on our budget amendment.
So today is our budget hearing, and I did ask Shelley to come over in case there are any questions. Numerous expenses and revenues have occurred in this budget year. We have received some money from the government for COVID. And- Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so Shelley, I'm going to turn this over to Shelley. If you have any questions, she can discuss. You can ask questions that you have this budget hearing.
Stop sign, go across.
A lot of the line, some of the line are adjustments to the budget that we are not spending now, like the sheriff's security cover special events. We're not gonna be having any more this year, so, and we haven't used those, so
Excuse me, we're in a meeting.
I reduced that, I eliminated that expense. The juvenile probation detention line for $7,550. We're taking that out of Fund 2 instead of Fund 1, so it's been done. I eliminated the part-time person in department and the zoning department for this year anyway. And I put the nurses, the COVID money in, the loan, the revolving loan fund, loans for COVID, I put that in. Increase the Leisure Lake Iris pass-through payments to Iris for those delinquent payments that people pay on their taxes, and we forward that money to Iris.
Push the button. You have to push the button. That's what I want to know.
The secondary road for $696,000. I reduced the GIS budget by the amount of salary and Pike and Ipers that we have not spent for the rest of this year. Increased swap expenses because the swap money, they have 2 years to pay that money, that take advantage of that swap money, that swap funding.
It says, stop sign, go across. Yes, I did it on the visitor's lane.
Hey, Jack, could you mute, please?
One
Jack,
tree, tall tree.
Jack,
Tall tree, why don't take first left, go one block.
can we mute him?
Again.
So the swap funding, so they have 2 years to pay, and they are now taking advantage, or they're getting reimbursed in this year for 2020 expenses.
Okay,
And then that's it. And then on the revenues, it's mostly COVID and CARES money from the state and federal governments. The large line item that Lisa commented on in the office was reduced interest income of $128,000 that the treasurer received money. Because of the low interest rates, that money has been reduced.
Okay, a couple things I see out here is the final lagoon payment has been made, correct? In January,
Yes.
is that what I'm,
Yes.
okay? That's a good thing. And I guess when you said the 696 is secondary road, the explanation says shop lights, but there had to be something other than that.
15,000 for chapels. No, that's needs to go down. It's just 15,000 for chapels. That's an overall,
The 696,000,
is an
that's the
overall,
total for
the whole department.
that Yeah, that functionary, from the $10,000.
Down all the way down. yeah,
Down to the
okay.
15,000.
And that whole 20,000.
So the day labor bridges were two, yeah, that makes sense completely.
Yeah.
We will get. We can have a copy there, I think of these.
Oh, okay.
Hang on a minute.
Wonder where that was.
And we might be, I can't remember who it is now, but somebody had asked about an amendment. If there was another opportunity this year for an amendment, so. Happening sometime in May, not sure.
Did you need that again, or are you doing that?
He didn't use that.
Oh, forget it. If you have any questions, Jack, but
He is muted right now.
it's fine.
I do not have any questions.
Okay.
I don't.
So to just, was some of the 696 was a carryover that we talked about early on about doing, I mean, we talked about early on about doing further projects, but we reduced the carryover. Is that right, Mike?
Right, we had extra money in the balance.
Right.
So some part of that 300, or around 300,000 is for patching on Y61 that's going to be starting this month, I guess.
Okay.
And then we had the extra day labor bridges we did last fall. Those are the two big ones, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Upgraded the stoplights in the
Yeah.
main shop. It was dark in there, you couldn't see anything. Preston shop, we put the lights in there.
Good.
21.
Yep. No further questions. You need a motion for that,
So
correct?
this morning I would need a motion to close the public.
So moved.
I would second.
So I have a motion and second to close the public hearing. Any other discussion? Hearing none. Motion carries. Okay, moving
So
on.
I also need a motion is then needed to approve resolution number 803-04-06, 2021 for the amendment to the county budget for fiscal year 2020 and 2021 as recorded in resolution book 4, page 344.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 That motion carried.
And the last thing concerning the budget hearing this morning, I need a motion to approve and authorize the chair's signature on the report of hearing and determination of the amendment to the county budget for fiscal year 2020/2021 and certified to the state.
Move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
I'm,
We got you. Okay. Anything else?
I can either finish my agenda or,
Yeah, go ahead and finish.
Okay. so I also need a motion to approve resolution number 804-04-06-2021, certifying delinquent Leisure Lake sewer assessments to the county treasurer for tax collection as filed in resolution book 4, page 345.
so moved.
I would second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
My last item is I need a motion to approve the minutes of the March 30th, 2021 board proceedings as written by Auditor Smith and authorized publication in the official newspapers.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And that's all that I have for the board today.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
So we got the budget amendment. David, you're up. County engineer.
Morning.
Second.
It says equipment quotes.
Interesting.
So we're opening bids at this time. quite a few of them.
Is this equipment bids?
And also
Yes, sir.
these are trucks and then the boxes.
So, all right.
There it is.
You got them separated. What are we on first here,
So
Lisa?
the first thing that I have this morning are for tandem axle trucks, attachments and accessories. This is from Quad City Peterbilt. The base quote is for a 2022 Peterbilt 348, $103,918. With a trade-in of $43,250. The base quote on the second tandem axle truck is $103,918. With a trade-in of $30,333. This makes for a net bid of $134,253.
That's for both.
That's so the net bid of the two trucks is $134,253. The second bid here is from Truck Country of Cedar Rapids.
Same as the roof, or is that different?
Same.
Same, okay.
The base quote on the first truck with a Western Star 47 is $108,877,000 with a trade-in of $22,000. The second truck is for $108,877, a trade-in of $10,000 for a net bid of $185,754. The next bid is from Thompson Truck and Trailer. The first base quote for the truck is an International HB 607 for $104,350 with a trade-in of $20,000. The second truck is the same truck for $104,350 with a trade-in of $15,000 for a net quote for two trucks of $173,700.
That's all the truck bids.
Okay.
Go to the boxes next.
The first bid for the truck boxes is from Tri-State Truck Equipment. The first quote is for $77,000. It's a Swenson brand. Times two is for $154,000. The next bid is for Monroe. $79,572 each times two is for a net bid of $159,144. And the last bid is from Henderson Products. Henderson Products times two is $81,906 for a net bid of $163,812. And we move on to The excavator. This is from Martin Equipment. For the bid for the excavator is $215,750. A trade-in of $52,500 for a net bid of $163,250.
Did you say 63? I'm sorry.
Okay,
163.
so it starts with 215,750, a trade-in of 52,500 for a net bid of 163,250. The next bid is from CAT or Altoffers. The excavator is $261,362 with a trade-in of $37,500 for a net bid of $223,862. Housby Heavy Equipment. Their bid for the excavator is $245,000 with a trade-in of $38,500 for a net bid of $206,500. And then the next bids are for the motor graders. Bid is from Martin Equipment for one motor grader of $315,375 with a trade-in of $60,000 for a net bid of $255,375. The last bid is from Altoffers for a Caterpillar. The base bid is for $309,539, a trade-in of $35,000 for a net bid of $274,539. And that is all of the equipment bids that we have this morning.
Thank you.
So now they'll review those and come back with a recommendation for next week.
Yes.
All right.
that's what I wrote
Yes.
down.
I can't do it right now.
Any comment, Sean? So far, maybe next week. Maybe next week.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Got two permits today for you, a utility permit for Cascade Communications Company, installing some handholds and some communication infrastructure on the south side of Bellevue Cascade Road. Recommend approval.
So moved.
Second,
A motion and a second. All in favor?
Right.
aye.
Aye, motion carried.
That's permit or permit?
We can do the next one.
Okay, and we have a Class C farm permit for Troy Greavy.
So moved.
Okay, that'll work. We recommend approval.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
And then the final item is awarding contract for pavement marking work in the county this year. Low price was Can Line Highway markings at $123,638.58. It basically comes down to about 5 cents a foot for pavement markings. We do about 435 miles of markings on when you convert from these stations to miles, and this lets us cover all these center line and yellow markings countywide, and then we will capture edge lines white on alternating years.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good program. There are a few places that I know of that can cover their entire inventory of markings in 1 year. I never could anywhere previously.
Did they ever come up with a better marking that would last more
There
than a year?
used to be better materials.
When they had
Do you
lead.
think they want to do that? No.
Well, the rest of that story, they got rid of the
Probably
lead.
true. There used to be better.
Yeah,
markings
yeah.
Longer, but the things that made them durable were not environmentally friendly, so they were, we're just basically using latex paint now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do they put the glass in it
They
yet?
put glass beads, yep, they blow glass beads into it, that
Okay.
provides the reflectivity. Trouble is with, in snow country here and sand and plowing, it's just like running sandpaper over your markings.
Mhm.
Every year down south, your markings will last much longer. Down south, you can use the raised pavement markers, the
The
reflectors,
reflector lights, yeah.
Yeah. which are just wonderful for daytime visibility and rain. And
They are
yes,
amazing. I saw those in Germany, and if the highway went down around the corner
Oh, yeah.
for a mile and a half, you could see the highway that far out. It's
yeah,
just,
they're pretty nice.
yeah, electric
I
highways.
like them markings. It keeps my car in
Yeah, they can provide a
between. They are a safety.
yeah,
Mhm.
auditory, just like the rumble strips that you can groove in.
And you're looking for a motion to approve that bid.
Correct, sir.
So moved.
Second, I'm sorry, Jack.
Second,
Okay, motion carried. All in favor?
aye.
Well, I'm.
Aye.
Thanks. Okay, anything else, Dave?
No, sir, I'm good.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Will be our equipment manuals.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know who's gonna sign those yet.
Okay, at this time, do we have any visitors or citizens who would like to say something? Do have any comments? Okay, hearing none. Lisa, I guess you're
I'm done.
You're
I've
done.
I've got all of mine done. Thank you.
Luann, you're up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hello.
Morning, Jack.
Hi.
Calendar this week. 3 o'clock this afternoon, I have an emergency food and shelter program, local board meeting by Zoom and in person. Wednesday, April 7th at 9 a.m. is the RTA Regional Transit Authority meeting by Zoom for all of you. And I believe that is an early start at 9 o'clock. 11 o'clock is the Brownfields Redevelopment Technical Assistance webinar, if any of you are interested in that. Thursday, April 8th at 7 a.m. is Bellevue Hometown Pride meeting by Zoom for Mike. At 10 a.m. is the Iowa DHS Council meeting by Zoom for Jack. At noon is tentatively a 211 Iowa Town Hall session by Zoom for any of you that want to go to that. From 1 to 5 on Thursday is a COVID-19 vaccination clinic in Preston. And at 4 o'clock that afternoon is a local emergency planning committee meeting by Zoom for all of you. Friday, April 9th at 9:30 a.m. is 7th Judicial Performance Evaluation Committee in Davenport for Larry, followed at 10 o'clock by the regular meeting for 7th Judicial. Monday, April 12th at 6 o'clock is Together We Build meeting for Jack. And our next regular meeting will be Tuesday, April 13th at 9 a.m. And that afternoon at 4 p.m.
is a Macocata River Watershed Management Authority Executive Committee meeting by Zoom for Larry.
Okay.
Tried to keep the agenda short today, so the only business I have today, I'm looking for the reappointment to the Judicial Magistrate Appointing Commission of the 3 supervisor appointed members whose terms are expiring, and it would be for new terms that would go out 6 years. Those names are Annis Bear, John Tomes, and Lynn Redlin.
And they have all agreed to that.
They have all agreed to that.
I would move to reappoint.
Second,
I have a motion and a second to reappoint everyone. All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Aye, motion carried. And thanks, everybody, for your support on those boards. I think it's really important that we have people doing that.
Yeah, it's hard to get volunteers to, the pay is minimal.
Yeah, amen.
So it's nice to have somebody step up. I agree.
Yep.
And all we have, Luann?
That's it.
Well,
Thank you.
how's it going down there, Jack?
The weather's beautiful today. It was nice yesterday, but it was cold the first part of the times we were here. I had to wear my jeans. It was cold and a jacket and sometimes a sweater.
It was 81
But
degrees. Hey, Jack.
Today's gorgeous. So I'm going to move. We adjourn.
Thank you.
I would second that with no surfing.
Okay. A motion and a second with no surfing. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, meeting adjourned.
See you next week.